Tell me more about this tower that the man that apparently can move very fast.
The Tower of the Gods, I believe it is now being referred to. Did your tribe not tell stories of that?
Not really. I guess that people detached from the main tribes never
Hmm.
got involved. We moved
Well,
around a lot,
that
so
we
no
can
point in.
go up for. Uh, Fealty, you're welcome to join us if you like.
I'm making the focal chilies right now, so
All
Actually,
right.
uh, what would you be willing to trade for some? I would very much appreciate.
for focal chili,
Yes.
if you just collect the berries, I'm sure I can provide you with some.
What kind of berries do you?
Pretty much all of them except for the narcotics and the stimulant berries.
All right. How much do you need for them? If you don't mind me asking. I know how much they get.
Well, that varies. If we do a stack of each, I can give you a stack of focal.
All right. I'll work on that.
Okay.
Shouldn't take me too long.
No, it really shouldn't. But I'm gonna get back to work.
All right. Did you want to get to that first, or did you want to talk?
No, no, no. I have gone many days without those. I can go if you want was.
All right. Oh.
It is not going to be chill.
Ooh. Yes,
I like to
hello.
wait well.
I can
I don't know
tell.
why.
Well, from my understanding of history passed down in my tribe, the Tower of the Gods was originally constructed for who we now call the Lost King when he ruled all of the nations. Sometime nearing the end of his life, we believe, his people became fearful of a world without him. He was getting on in years, and his death was inevitable. When a rogue magister approached them and said he had the key to, uh, I guess, extending the king's life, extending the rule, keeping what peace they thought they had going for forever. I suppose that would be a tempting offer to some. But when the time came for the magister to perform his magics, something either went wrong or went right, and that can depend on who you speak to. Some horrible curse and corruption was released. It engulfed the tower, it was spreading out among the lands. If it weren't for the Magister's court halting its progression, and with the help of warriors beating it back, it could have consumed all of the lands. But these days it is confined to the tower, and only seeps out slightly, enough that we are able to manage it. But now the magisters are able to fully open the doors so that we can attempt to. Well, I'm sure they just wish to study, but it is my goal to destroy the tower, and hopefully with it destroying whatever evil magics brought the corruption down upon us. I'm sure the other nations have their own reasons for being interested in the tower. I have heard that Solus wishes to destroy the tower and bring their king, the Lost King, back from, well, actually, we're not really sure in what state he's in, if he died with the casting of the magic or if he's being held at the top in some kind of, I'm not even sure what state he could be in if he is still even up there.
It is
I'm sorry, what?
interesting.
No, the wind is completely taking your voice.
Sorry, sometimes I am quiet, but quiet enough to where I can hear myself, but apparently.
I did hear that. You were
I said
saying.
that it is very interesting. I said it's very interesting.
Interesting and unfortunate at the same time. People are not always able to accept that everything comes to an end at some point.
That was really my main thought.
And
Yeah, I
it's
believe this
that
king is a
fear
fool.
that has led to the tower's current state, in my belief.
I think we share the same, but I believe this old white old king is a fool. Trust they and clearly wasn't to be trusted. One offering along always has some. It's never a good idea to trust those people.
Hmm. Yes, well, we do not fully trust the Magister's court as it is. I do know it was a one that was thrown out of the Magister's court that originally cast this foul magic, but it is hard to trust them as well. I do not know their intention with what we bring out of the tower, but unfortunately, they are also the only way in. So it is a rather strained working relationship we have with the Magister's Court right now.
Is the Magister one of those men who can fly really, really fast?
Yes, they have those strange creatures, and some have interesting winged contraptions they strap on their back.
It is interesting. But my main reason was for coming was about Victoria. Whatever her name is. I cannot remember. I know that is bad coming here to
The
thing, but
outsider
find
is
out.
Victoria, I believe.
Alright, so it is Victoria, so I did get that right. I am not good with names. I am more good with faces.
Hmm. I am the same.
But yes, I was just wondering about her training, quote unquote. You are the chief. I wanted to ask you about it. and I have, I guess, met had a glimpse of the war chief, and I kind of understand what's going on from going on.
All right.
I also wanted to make my presence more known to you, as
No.
apparently your people can see me when I don't announce myself.
It is nice to meet you.
I hope I did not make too bad of an impression.
No, 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 not at all. Was there anything else you needed?
I do not believe so.
All right.
I am interested in sparring some of your warriors, though. See how they square up.
Mm, that is perfectly fine. I think they are always willing to show their skills.
Oh, also there is one more thing. I was wondering if you guys were open to better weapons. I have my own, but they're
Open
made out
to what?
of some pretty shit steel. Trading weapons. I have my own, but they are really dumb and jagged. And they have some pretty shit meant only stuff I could.
You'll have to speak to our crafters about that. The one with no name, who I've also been calling N, he's well, was with the war chief. I'm sure they're down at the fighting pits at the moment. Well, it's where they were. Whether they are still there, I do not know.
Like, I'll go down there and take it out for myself.
All right.
You have anything-
Look, my blade cannot cut
What
the
do you?
tide.
You
I
may
don't.
need to get a little closer.
I guess I should have just used my hands.
I
I was
have
just
a
tasting some of the
question
shoulder creatures. Yes.
or a suggestion. Um, heard whispers about strange glowing rock here spread across the world, and apparently there might be some here in our territory that are hidden away. So if you have, I guess if any of y'all go out on exploring, your eyes peeled for these, I'd really like to study them.
What kind
Glowing
of
what?
glowing rocks?
Well, one of the magisters called them artifacts, I think.
Some form of
I
artifact.
think of an artifact, I think of something dug like deep from the
I think I
ground,
know what.
something old and petrified.
I think I
I'm
know what they
assuming
might
it's
be
kind of
talking
stuff.
about. There's a cave not far from here. It is very treacherous. Inside, I saw a glowing rock. I was
Oh,
going to
did
go
you?
get it, but let's just say I got swung by two bugs.
Is this place filled with
Which,
powerful creatures?
It is filled with powerful creatures, and you cannot see very well. It also is filled with bugs, snakes, leeches, scorpions, giant spiders, and bats. It is very treacherous.
Then I will
wonder,
vanquish this cave of all known creatures.
Was this the cave we
wonder if
went to
these
earlier?
creatures that protect this
No, but we passed
glowing rock.
by it on the way to my little setup. It was the one that
Oh,
looked
really?
like a giant spider had been in it.
Oh, that one.
Yes, it's not far from here at all. It's actually very close.
Yeah, we are
Oh,
very familiar with that cave.
yes,
But
we are.
continue, Agatha. Why do they have need of this artifact issue?
Well, it's what got me curious. I'm curious as why they're interested in them, and I would like to see them first before I guess they research them. See if maybe those things are what's drawing the evil from the tower spread across the lands. That would make sense as to why those spiders and those giant apes attack so randomly.
Hmm,
I'm just trying to
possibly.
find a link. That's my first kind of hint or clue that I can think of that have been the issue. If it is in our lands, I'd like to get rid of it.
Seeing as how we do not know what this artifact is going to do to our lands, if it has been there for a while, I do not believe we should disturb it. As when we left the tower, we gave that minister the little shiny things we found inside the tower. He has not, how you say, told us of his plans. I do not believe I should work or send my warriors in there to work for him, not knowing what goal he is trying to accomplish.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna give it to him. Study it.
Hey, I gotta go.
Maybe
Something came up
depending on what
in my head.
depending on what I find, I might return it to the cave and just leave it there, or I don't know.
And I shall ask this, Chieftain, would you wish for me to go retrieve this artifact and bring it to you?
Yes, and I would also like the shaman to look at it and see what you can learn. Implore the spirits, perhaps. But before that, Calypso, I actually need to speak with you.
Yes. It shall be done.